vocal flaps, they just rely on a good amount of air. So we want to make sure that we have good breath control so that we can sing high, low, and everything in between. So we're going to start with a breathing exercise today. This is one of my favorites just because I feel like it gives the most awareness of just like feeling your breath. So let's go ahead and do a breathing exercise where you're just going to put your hand, oh, Scarlett went away, but you're back now. All right, cool. We're going to put our hand right on our stomach, kind of like right where my belt is. Go and put your hand here, and we're just going to breathe towards our hand. We're going to do this 5 times. The goal, you don't want to breathe too fast because I don't want you to hyperventilate. So breathe nice and calm, just breathe towards your hand. You should feel the hand move out. You feel it actually expand forward, and then take your time breathing out. So we're going to go at a nice relaxed pace. My favorite time to do this is when I'm trying to relax. So like sometimes I do this in the car if it's a long car drive, or I do this before bed. It just helps me relax. So it's also really good for getting to sleep. So go ahead and put your hand here, and we're going to take 5 breaths, nice and calm. Towards our hand, you want to feel that movement. So go ahead and breathe in. Feel your hands go out, and then go ahead and relax. In 2. Feel that expansion there, and then slowly relax. In 3. You want to feel it here, and you'll feel it lower as well, and also in the ribcage a little bit. Relax. In 4. Release. And in 5. And relax. Nice job. Very good. Skylar, I love that when you were breathing in, I didn't see like your shoulders moving or anything. That's awesome. One thing about breathing for everybody who's watching is you definitely want this section of your body moving, but you don't want to lift your shoulders like that or your chest like that. It's all down here in this movement. So nice job, Skylar. All right, let's go and put our hands on our rib cage. So it's right above your waist. So your waist is like the part that goes in a little bit. Your hips are way down here. So I'm going to put it up here above my belt. And this way we will feel the rib cage go out. So the actual bones. So as your lungs expand, it's going to move the rib cage out of the way, as well as your diaphragm pulls down, the rib cage goes out. You can put your hands here. You can either do this or you can put your hand to whatever's comfortable. So we were looking for this. And you'll see it expand outwards, feeling the actual rib cage expand. So let's go and do 5 breaths that way. Ready? Breathe in. And relax. In 2. In 3. And relax. In 4. The ribcage expand, keeping the shoulders down as much as possible. Relax. Hey Alexa, I see your video popped up. And in 5, one more. And relax. Nice job. All right. So yeah, we're just opening up everything, getting everything going. Our last one, which is usually the hardest for people to feel, is the back. Also, Alexa, I do see you in here. If you can start your video so I can see you, that would be awesome. So we're going to look at the back. So we're going to put our hand back there. I can see you now. Hello. All right. So we're going over breathing. So anybody just joining now, we are going over breathing exercises, making sure that we feel that expansion. So I turn to the side so you can see my back. So we already did the front and the sides. So now we're on the back. So go and put your hand on your back. And we want to feel that expansion there. So just go much your turn. Okay. So I'm turning just so you guys can see my back. So you're going to breathe in. And you'll feel a little bit of expansion there. It's not going to be as much as maybe your front will or your sides will, because the back is pretty strong, so it's pretty sturdy. Also, we have the spine back there. So you're not going to feel it move as much. But let's go ahead and do 5 of those breaths. Ready? Breathe in. Let it expand and relax. If you don't feel it, you can push a little bit harder against your back if you can with your hands, just so you have like something to push against. Or if you can't feel it at all, maybe arch your back a little bit. That might help you feel it as well. Okay, in 2. And relax. In 3. Expanding and relax. In 4. Slowly release your breath. It's important that you stay relaxed during this because, like I said, I don't want you to get lightheaded. And in 5. And relax. Good job. All right. So that's 5 here, 5 here, 5 here. So now we're gonna do one more. This is definitely it's like a workout. Like it's a lot of focus. It's like reps. Now we're gonna do all 360. 360 is like a circle, so that means we're gonna feel it from all sides. So as the diaphragm pulls down, we're gonna be able to feel that air all around. And so now we're gonna try to feel all of it all at the same time. So go ahead and put your hands around you. I'm aware that you can't like put your hands all the way around you, but wherever it's easiest for you. So if you feel like the stomach's pretty easy for you to feel, then you can put your hands a little bit closer to like the back, so that way your thumb can push into the back a little bit more. That's usually where most people are, and then that way you can still feel the sides. All right, so you're gonna try to feel the front, sides, and back all expand at the same time. Ready? Breathe in. Try to feel a whole circle pushing out, and then relax. In 2. Want to feel that front, side, and back expansion, and relax. In 3. And you can open your mouth. It's a really good way to feel all that is breathing through your mouth. You're gonna feel it much faster. Actually, a way that you can do it if you're not feeling, or if you feel like all of it's not filling up quickly, or that you may not even feel one side at all, you can do what's called like a surprise breath, like which is where you breathe in as if you're surprised, and you go, and you'll feel all of that fill up immediately as well. Our body just naturally does this. So let's go ahead and do that for the last 2. You're gonna breathe in like you're surprised. Go and breathe in. And you should feel all of that expand all at once. Release. And then one more. Breathe in like you're surprised. And you'll feel the front, side, and back expand. Go ahead and relax. Good job. So hopefully your rib cage, your breathing space, it feels nice and warmed up. I usually do 10 this way, 10 this way, 10 this way, and then 10 all the way around. So it is a lot of breaths, and it takes a little bit of time. Definitely feels like work, but it's really, really good for you. And if you do this every day, you'll feel your breath support get much stronger really quick. Is there any questions about that in the Zoom class? Either Scarlett or Alexa, do you guys have questions about anything we just went over as far as the breathing goes? Awesome. Cool. Then we're ready to move on. All right, so like I said, Alexa, I know you weren't here when I first introduced the class, but I was just saying today we're going to be focused on chest voice. So real quick, I'm going to talk about what chest voice is. So before I talked about registers, actually, Alexa, I think you were there during that class. Do you remember what the 2 different voices are, or of our voice? Do you remember that? If you're talking, you gotta make sure to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I remember chest voice and head voice.
Head voice, very good. Nice job. So which one is generally the higher one?
Head voice.
Head voice, which makes the chest voice the lower voice. Yeah, it's just like, it's like closer to our speaking voice. Awesome, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and remute yourself. Thank you for the kind of being voluntold. All right, so yes, we have 2 voices. One is chest voice, one is head voice. Welcome to our class, Alessandra.
Hi.
So we're talking about the different voices. Today we're gonna be focusing on chest voice. So we have done an entire other class on head voice. So if you guys are interested in head voice, there's a whole other class on that I did a couple weeks ago. But today we're gonna work on that chest voice. And the chest voice is usually our lower voice. It's kind of like our talking voice. And a lot of pop music does tend to be in this lower area. And the more you can strengthen this chest voice in general, you'll be able to take it up a little bit higher. And it'll also help increase your strength in your mixed voice, even your head voice. So we're specifically focusing on strengthening our chest voice today. So one thing about chest voice is a lot of people tend to push too hard. And so it ends up kind of getting fatigued or tired or put stress on it. So when we're doing our chest voice, which is like, oops, like down here, for a girl, about an octave lower for a guy. there's any guys watching down here. It's just like that, almost like comfortable speaking voice. You want to make sure not to push too hard, because you don't want to hurt yourself. We want to slowly build up the strength of the chest voice so that it can improve over time. Singing is definitely a lifelong journey. You don't want to expect anything to happen like that. Most of it won't. But if you do these little exercises every day, if you look at your breathing every day, if you look at whatever you're working on every day, you will definitely see these improvements. So the main thing today is make sure that you start light. We're going to kind of try to keep everything nice and quiet so that we just start building the chest voice. So make sure not to push too hard, okay? That's usually where most people are at. Now, some people have a really light chest voice, and that's fine. All of these are also going to start building that, okay? So there's a couple different things that we're going to look at to help build the chest voice and also make sure that it's not too heavy. We're going to find the placement. We're going to get comfortable in the chest voice. We're going to look at how to strengthen it a little bit. We're going to look at how to have agility. So if you do have a lot of pressure or heaviness in your chest voice and it just feels very pushed or it sounds very aggressive, having good agility just means moving quickly in your voice. Is going to help lighten it too, because you can't really move quickly if it's too heavy. And then we're going to go through a song that also works at chest voice. So is there any questions before I get started in the class about any of that? All right. If there is, you can press the little raise hand symbol. All right, everyone looks awesome. So we're going to just start with finding our chest voice and kind of finding the placement. So what we're going to do is I'm going to press one note. And we're going to hum that note. Everybody in this class is actually all female, so we're going to all pretty much have the same kind of chest voice area range in general. So we're all going to hum the same note, but for anybody else who's watching, just find where it's comfortable in your speaking voice. So we're all just going to hum that note, and then you're going to breathe through your nose and do it one more time, okay? So we're going to sing this note. It should be pretty comfortable in your chest voice. So let's all breathe in and hum it. And then just for your whole breath, just take your whole breath to hum it and then breathe back through your nose and we're gonna hum it again. Ready? Breathe through your nose. And keep it nice and light. Nice. So it should feel pretty easy, pretty relaxed. Like I said, you don't want to aggressively push. Just nice line. Should feel pretty easy, okay? Anybody have any difficulties with that? No? Awesome. All right, so just finding that. So now let's move it around a little bit. We're going to do like kind of like a siren, but just in the chest voice. So we're just going to start on that note, and I want you to kind of slide up and slide down. So, kind of sounds like a vacuum cleaner to me. So we're going to start on a note, and we're going to go up and down. And I just want you to kind of slide around your chest voice. We don't want to switch into head voice, so we don't want to do, not going all the way up there. Just go in your chest voice, nice, comfortable, keep it nice and light. So ready to start on this note with me, and then just kind of slide around your chest voice. Ready? So it should feel pretty easy, and it should almost sound like your speaking voice. It shouldn't be anything too crazy. Let's do it one more time. Start here and just kind of slide up and down. Cool. Nice job. So yeah, you can go a little bit higher if you can control it, a little all the way down to your lowest note, as long as you're not like pushing on it. And just the really main reason is to just get comfortable with it. Also, when you hum it, it naturally puts it into the right placement for you. So it should feel very comfortable. It shouldn't feel swallowed. You don't want, where it's like being swallowed in your throat. You don't want to push down to find your chest voice notes. You want it to be nice and relaxed. So by humming it, you should find where it naturally kind of fits into your face. Okay, nice job. Let's go ahead and do. Let me hear one person who would like to volunteer what we just did before we move on. All right, I'm gonna go with the only person who has their video on. Let's go, Scarlett.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, so just go ahead and start on this note, and then I just want you to hum around so people can hear it in a different voice as well. Exactly. Yeah. Nothing crazy, nothing too complicated. That's the point. We want it to be very nice and relaxed and just easy movement. Awesome job. Thank you, Scarlett. All right, so now we're gonna start in what's called vocal fry. I've talked about this before. It's a different register. Vocal fry is our sound. Okay, this is gonna help us easily go into our chest voice notes as well. And these are all gonna make sure that you don't push too hard on your chest voice. So I want everybody to try this sound with me. Okay, so just breathe and then just try to make that sound. Make it as light as you can. Do it again. Just hold it. It should last a while if you do it right, because there's not a lot of air coming out through your vocal fry, so you should not run out of air for a while, and it should feel very relaxed. So we're gonna go from our vocal fry and kind of slide into our chest voice. Just that's it. Kind of like another little mini siren, just going from vocal fry into chest voice and back down. So go ahead and try that. Just feel what it feels like in your voice. The goal is to keep it very relaxed. And as I'm talking, keep trying it. The goal is to keep it really relaxed. You don't want to skip into head voice. So if you do find that you're kind of skipping from all the way up there, relax a little more. Try to go from that vocal fry into what feels like your speaking voice. And definitely for females, I feel like it's easier to think of chest voice as your speaking voice instead of just like a lower voice, because sometimes we don't. Usually our chest voice is a little bit weaker than let's suppose to like a male voice. Their chest voice is usually more dominant and much more fuller. So it's easier for us to just think of it as our speaking voice. So go from that vocal fry into your speaking voice, back down. Just do it a couple times. Okay. So everyone's going to feel a little bit different, but we do want to see from, I do want you to feel it in your own voice, right? I feel like everybody's videos often this is Zoom. Make sure if you're in the Zoom class that you do have your video on so that I can see you guys, all right? Just so I can see what's going on with your sitting and see our beautiful faces. All right, so now that we got that, I do want to see if we can take it up a little bit higher. Thank you, Alexa, I see you now. And Alessandra, awesome. Okay, so I do want to see if you guys can take it up a little bit higher, but only go as far as you can control, that you can control. So we're gonna do, so maybe going into the head voice a little bit. The trick is to keep it nice and light and quiet. That way, again, we're not pushing too hard on our chest voice. I feel like I just heard someone's.
I have a quick question. Alexa is having a hard time. When is our next question time so Alexa can ask a question?
Oh, I've been asking if everybody had any questions. Alexa, do you have a question?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Alexa, it looks like you're frozen.
Yeah, I actually just see Alexa. I actually see everyone as a black screen right now. Okay. All right. Yeah, it looks like Alexa, you might be having some technical difficulties. And I see Alessandra's also going in and out. But definitely just push the little hand emoji. Or the
She's had it up for a little bit. That's why I was.
Oh, really? It doesn't show on my side.
Okay, no problem. Well, when she comes back on, then we'll ask her. So I'll keep.
Can I actually claim host so that I can see if people raise their hand? James? Yes, okay, awesome. Oh, okay, yes, because I don't see the hand raised if I'm not the host. Okay, now I can see it. Okay, so Alexa, as soon as you can unmute yourself, feel free to ask the question. You can just interrupt me, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and try that. Let me, oh, okay. I see you're unmuted. Go ahead.
I don't really know how to. Are we supposed to be breathing in and like? Are we supposed?
Oh, for the vocal fry?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, because it's not always easy for everybody. I'm glad you asked that. That's a good question. So yeah, so you're not breathing in. You still are breathing out, and it's kind of like you're not really releasing that much air. It actually is kind of just the vibration of your vocal cords without air. So it's very, very little. So try to make it nice and quiet first. It may not work at first, but try to make it nice and quiet. And this is for everybody. Just breathe in and then start really quiet. Huh?
Right now.
Yeah, go ahead and try it. Yeah, that's perfect. Exactly. And just start nice and quiet, and then you can always build the strength as you go on.
I thought we were supposed to breathe in, and I didn't really. I mean, yeah, breathe in. I don't really know how to do that.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no. I was just saying, like, take a breath before you do it. That's all. You don't have to do it on a breath in, like, that kind of sound. Yeah, so just normal breath in, and then that. Thank you for the question, though. That's a good question. I'm sure it kind of does sound like we are breathing in. So yeah, so let's go ahead and I'll try that again. I want you to start in that vocal fry and just slide up into the chest voice with me real quick. Ready? So it's like a very, very small siren. One more time. So it's vocal fry to speaking voice. Now, if you can go a little bit higher, let's if you can go a little higher, let's try to go from vocal fry, chest voice, into head voice, all the way back down, but only go as far as you can control. Ready? Okay, so it should feel very relaxed. Let's do it one more time all together. You want to go all the way back down. All right, nice job. Is anyone having issues with that at all? All right. Cool. I don't see any hands, so we're good. All right. So from here, we are going to do, oh, Alexa, I see your hand. Go ahead. Oh, make sure to unmute yourself.
I wanted to do the low voice, but is it supposed to make like the same sound as when you're doing the head voice?
Like, are you supposed to keep the vocal fry going all the way up there?
Yeah.
No, the vocal fry, you just go from vocal fry into chest voice, into head voice, back down into chest voice, and then back into that vocal fry. So you just have the vocal fry at the beginning and the end. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, go ahead and remute yourself. Okay, so, okay, sorry, I'm just lowering the hand. Okay. So now we're going to do an exercise in the chest voice to just kind of start working on some agility, so the ability to kind of move around in our chest voice. So we're going to start down here, and we're going to do it on lip trills, which is, if you can't do that, you can roll your R's like in Spanish. I can't show you an example because I can't do it, something like that. So if you can't do lip trills, you can try rolling your R's if you can do that. If you can't roll your R's and you still can't do lip trills, go like this. Kind of helps the lip trills a little bit better. So we're going to do, and we're just staying in that chest voice. Again, just trying to move around in that area. So let's go ahead and do that all together. Ready? Breathe in. The goal is stay nice and relaxed, so don't push. Nice job, you guys. We're gonna keep going up. And we're just staying in that chest voice, so make sure not to switch in the head voice. One more. Keep it light, keep it in the chest voice. it should still feel like you're talking voice pretty much. Back down. It's really important that it doesn't start feeling heavy on your chest, on your throat. So make sure if it gets heavy, you can kind of move your neck around if you feel like it's getting tense there, just so you don't tense up. We want it to be really relaxed. Ready? Now we're gonna go a little bit lower. If you can't go all the way down, that's totally fine. But just see how low you can go with me. It's okay to get nice and soft and quiet. We're gonna try for one more. If you can't do it, that's totally fine. Nice job. By raise of hands, who actually got that low? I'm just curious. Nice job, Alexa. Very good. Yeah, so the chest voice, that E is pretty low. Especially if you're younger, usually the chest voice will end at the G, or if you're just a soprano, usually it'll end at the G, as mine did for a long time. But you definitely can expand it. It just takes time and making sure that you're relaxing as you go down so you don't hurt anything, you don't push too hard. All right, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do a trill. Again, just works on moving the voice throughout the chest voice, but not a lip trill, it's just a trill in general. So we're gonna do. So you just wanna make sure it's a nice relaxed hum. You should kind of feel the vibrations towards your lips or even towards your nose. You wanna make sure not to hold it back here. But make sure your tongue is laying flat in your mouth and that the tip of the tongue is touching the bottom teeth. Just make sure your hum is nice and relaxed. And then you want to feel that vibration mostly in the lips, or like I said, the nose. Let's do that all together. Ready? See if you can try a little faster. Ready, go. Very good. Let's see if we can go even faster. So we're going to do ready, go. Again. So if you find it's kind of hard to move that fast, that's fine. But just practice this. Start slow, medium, fast, and start trying to move faster and faster. This will help you with like runs and agility in your chest voice. Now let's switch to ooh. So we're gonna do ooh. Okay, so first let's go slow. We're gonna do ooh. Ready, go. Ooh. All right, let's speed it up. 1, 2, ready, go. Ooh. Again. Ooh. All right, we'll speed it up. 1, 2, ready, go. Ooh. Again. Ooh. Nice job. So it shouldn't feel that difficult. We're just kind of moving, and we're trying to get the voice to move quickly and have good agility down here in the chest voice, because sometimes if it's too heavy, you may not be able to move very quickly. So these are all really good exercises to practice doing that chest voice in a very relaxed manner that's not going to push too hard or damage anything. All right. So let's do that one more time on O. Let's do it a little bit higher. We'll do it. We're going to do an ah. Ah. Ready? All together. Go. Ah. Again. Ah. Nice. And so with this ah, do make sure your jaw is dropping. I've talked about that before. Ah. I'm going to have that 2-finger gap so everything's nice and open. We want everything to be nice and relaxed, so make sure you're not doing So try it one more time. Make sure your mouth is all the way open and that you're nice and relaxed. You should feel like you're speaking words. Ready? Again. Your jab a little faster. Make sure you're dropping your mouth. So even if you feel like you're opening your mouth, you still may not be opening your mouth a lot. So make sure you have that nice big open mouth, okay? A little faster. Ready, go. Nice, and we're gonna do one more. That'll be a speed. Ready? Ready, go. Nice job. Okay, so the trick is just be nice and light. Okay, who had any questions about that? Any difficulties? Are you guys all awesome? Did you guys nail it? Let me see just some thumbs up on the screens if you did good. If that felt easy. Nice. Cool. Everyone looks pretty good. Alessandra, how did it go for you? Thumbs up? Awesome. Great. Okay, so we're actually going to look at the song Stay Today, which, like I told you, Samantha, this was actually my song that I chose today. Samantha did this one for a recital before. So the song is mostly in chest voice. She sings pretty low the entire, not the entire song, she does go into head voice some, but a lot of the song is in our chest voice, so we're going to use it for that. So, okay. So we have, not really sure how to feel about it, something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. It takes me all the way. And then we're gonna mostly look at this part. I want you to stay. So we're gonna try to hold that note all in our chest voice right there. Okay. So we're mostly gonna look at that line. So first, let's try it on lip trills. So we're gonna do, I want you to stay on lip trills. We're just gonna hold out one note for stay. Ready? Let's try it together. Ready? And you should feel that it's pretty much still in your speaking voice. Now, again, make sure you don't push too hard or it might kind of hurt. You might feel some heaviness there. So just really watch that. One other thing is sometimes when we sing down low, people tend to pull back their tongue. So I want you to, I do see your raised hand, Alexa, give me 1 second. And that we tend to pull back our tongues every so often when we sing kind of low. So we're gonna stick out our tongues and try it one more time. So let's go ahead and try that one more time, and then Alexa, I will answer your question. So with your tongue out, it's kind of weird, but ready? Let's try it all together. Make sure you get a good breath. Okay. And now, if it feels kind of hard to do down there in that area where it feels like a little too heavy, you could be pushing too hard. So make sure to be a little lighter. So one more time. Ready? Nice job. Alexa, can I answer a question for you real quick?
This is Rise Up, right? The song.
I'm sorry, what?
The song is Rise Up, right?
I can't really hear you.
The song is Rise Up, right?
No, the song is called Stay by Rihanna.
Oh, it kind of sounds like Rise Up.
A little bit, yeah. It has the same kind of like R&B kind of feeling. Yeah, it's the same kind of genre. All right, ready? Let's go ahead and try it on the words. So the words are, I want you to stay. Pretty easy. Okay, so let's try that all together. Make sure you get a good breath. Make sure your mouth is open. But remember to keep it nice and relaxed so you don't push too hard. Ready? I want you to stay. Let's try it again. Ready? I want you to stay. Okay, so it's just this long note, and it should feel very relaxed, just like you're talking. Stay. But instead of just saying, I want you to stay, we're just kind of holding it. I want you to stay. This is like your speaking voice, but elongated. So one more time, and then I'm actually going to have one of you guys give us an example so that we hear also what it sounds like in a younger girl's voice as well. So ready? One more time. Make sure you get a good breath. Keep it relaxed. Open your mouth. I want you to stay. Let's go ahead and repeat. I want you to stay. Nice job, you guys. All right. Can I have someone give me an example of them singing in their chest voice, that one line? Let's have, I always ask for volunteers, but I'm just going to choose random people because I like to pick on you guys. Let's go with Alexa. Alexa, can I have you go ahead and sing that for us?
I want you to stay. Wait, do I have to do it with piano?
No, you don't have to play the piano. No, that was perfect. Yeah, just go ahead and do it on your own. Go ahead and try it again.
I want you to stay.
Nice. That sounds very relaxed in your voice. That's awesome. That's the point, is that we want our chest voice to not be this like really heavy, like, I want you to stay. It sounds like I'm pushing. We want it to just be nice and relaxed. Thank you, Alexa. Good job. Alessandra, can I have you try that? I know, I don't even know why I asked for volunteers, you guys. I apologize. I just kind of pick on all of you. Alessandra, go ahead and unmute yourself. I want you to go ahead and try that. Hope her video went off. Okay. Well, she's fixing her video or hiding, I'm not sure. Let's go ahead, Scarlett, go ahead and try that.
Okay, can you hear?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to stay.
Nice, very good. Can I have you do it one more time? That was a great example of a really relaxed chest voice. But can I have you open your mouth more? So it was kind of through like a closed teeth. And this is for anybody watching. This is pretty common, is we tend to like close our mouth to help us control it a little more. Allow it to drop. I want you to stay. Okay.
I want you to stay.
Very good, very good. Nice, nice. Very good. So yeah, we want to just allow ourselves to relax our jaw. It's usually like a safety net. We kind of keep our mouth shut so that we like feel like we can control it a little bit more. So, and sometimes we actually feel like we're opening our mouth, but we still have more room to open even more. Alessandra, I did see that you went out and in, and I think you're back now. All right, Alessandra, did you want to go ahead and try it?
I couldn't really hear anything, and everything was like a bit fast, so I decided to leave and join back. But I did hear you sing the song. It just when you started to call out people, I couldn't hear anything, so I left.
And came back. Okay. So, do you want to go ahead and try that? Just that one line, the I want you to stay. Do you want to try that?
Like with anything, like do I have to do like lip trills or something?
No, just singing the words. Just I want you to stay, and just working on that nice, relaxed chest voice.
I will try.
Okay.
I want you to stay.
Mm-hmm. So it did kind of get cut off a little bit shorter, and there's a little bit of a push in your voice, so you can make it even more easy on you by just being a little quieter. It'll help make it a little more relaxed, and it'll feel better to you, and it'll sound a little smoother. Go ahead and try it one more time, a little quieter.
I want you to stay.
There you go. Yeah. So it was like a little bit longer, and did it feel a little bit easier? Yeah. Chest voice is hard, especially if you're a soprano or you're a really young girl, because your vocal cords aren't just thick yet, and so we tend to naturally want to sing really high. So the lower voice is a little bit harder. So just Alessandra, I'm just using you as an example. Can you do it one more time? And I want you to be a little bit lighter, even. I want you to stay. Go ahead.
I want you to stay.
Good. Yeah, and your stay was getting longer and longer each time. Very nice. Good job. Thank you. Very good. All of you guys did great. Nice job. So whenever these like low notes feel a little bit like hard to maintain or hard to even project, start it out at a really low, what I mean by low, I guess, is a quiet volume. And then you can build from there. And you can feel where it's supposed to resonate when you start nice and soft, or even on that hum. You could practice like that too, just humming, feeling where it's supposed to be. And then as you get better at that, you can use other techniques to make it louder. But really, that chest voice is supposed to be nice and relaxed. So nice job, you guys. Today we covered breathing, overall chest voice, right? We learned chest voice, head voice. What is pretty much my number one advice? Who remembers, like, pretty much my number one advice I kept repeating over and over and over again with the chest voice? Who can tell me that? This is actually going to go for a point towards a prize for this class. So there's 10 points that you can, once you get 10 points in this class. I think Alessandra actually got 1 point on the 8th last week. She has 1 point already for this class. So who can tell me in today's class, what is like the main thing that's going to help you protect your chest voice while singing? If you think you know, just go ahead and unmute your microphone.
Alexa has her hand up.
Yeah, I said that. Go ahead, Alexa.
I'm probably gonna be wrong because I don't really know, but
What do you think? What I kind of keep reminding people to do the whole class with their chest voice so that they don't hurt themselves.
relax, like
Can you come a little closer to the microphone? It's a little hard to hear you.
relax your voice
Relax your voice. How do you do that specifically?
by singing a little quieter.
Quieter. Very good. Nice job. That is exactly the answer I was looking for. When you're practicing your chest voice, you want to start quiet. That way you can build up the muscles over time. You definitely don't want to push too hard right away. That is how you will damage your chest voice and your vocal cords, not build strength. So very good, Alexa. You officially have 1 point today. Nice job. So whenever you guys practice your chest voice, I encourage you to just start on a hum. Just find the placement like we did in the beginning. Kind of move it around through your siren. You can use the vocal fry to chest voice as well. You can use lip trills, but yes, the main thing is start quiet, start light, and build from there. And do it every day, and you'll naturally find that it gets easier and stronger, right? So we are done with all of the lesson for today on chest voice. So I do want to open it up real quick to the people here in the Zoom class. If you have any questions about anything that has to do with singing, maybe something that you just literally heard a singing word before and you're like, what does this mean? Or something you're specifically struggling with, something you're really good at and you just want more clarity on, any question about anything having to do with singing. I'm going to go ahead and open that up to you guys now. What do you get for having points? Oh, Alexa asked, what do you get for having points? That's a good question. She put it in the chat box. So once you get 10 points, you will get a prize. The prize will become known as people get closer to the 10 points, right? But you will get a prize that will get sent to you. All right. Is there any questions about anything with singing or anything about music? Honestly, it can be anything with that. But I usually, since this is a singing class, sing things about singing or anything about music. So Alexa, Alessandra, do you guys have any questions about anything to do with your voice? Maybe something that you find is kind of hard for you, something you want to get better at, or just something you're curious about? Alexa, is your hand raised? I can't tell if it was from the last time or if you raised it.
It is right.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
If you're, is it normal to like, if you're, it's hard, kind of hard to do a voice, so.
I'm sorry, it's a little hard to hear you. Try to speak a little bit louder. I heard it's kind of hard to do what?
Kind of hard to do a low voice.
One more time.
It's kind of hard to do a low voice.
Low voice, right. So, I mean, everything that we did today is how you can start growing your chest voice. So me personally, I am a soprano, which means I naturally sing higher notes much easier, and I'm naturally going to resonate and just feel more free in my head voice and my even my mixed voice a little bit. Whereas chest voice notes weren't always my strength. However, everything we did today, where I just tell you start light, start nice and quiet, that will start to actually build your chest voice to be stronger. So if it's hard to sing low right now, just do the things that we did in the class. Start with just humming in your chest voice, just one note. Go ahead and hum one note for me in your chest voice. Come a little closer though so I can hear you. Yeah, exactly. So it should just kind of feel like your speaking voice. And just literally humming quietly on your chest voice will already start building strength. And then just start moving it around. Like we did in the class. Okay, so just start by humming in your chest voice. Keep it nice and light, like you even answered. The trick to getting a strong head voice is to actually start quietly and allow it to build every day, okay? So it's something you have to keep doing every day for a long period of time, all right? So just start nice and light, and even take just like a little phrase in your chest voice and just kind of move it around, like Mary had a little lamb. Try a little nursery rhymes in your chest voice, and just get used to doing it nice and quietly, nice and relaxed, all right? You are welcome. All right, that was a good question, though. I mean, chest voice is hard for a lot of people, especially like I said, a lot of girls. Guys do though. Sometimes they do, but usually guys do tend to struggle a little more with head voice. So usually you just gotta start nice and quiet, and it'll build up no matter where you're at with your singing. Right, good question. Is there any other questions for today? Alessandra, Mr. James? I know we're kind of running out of time though.
I think that's everything. Ian and Zoe wanted to say hi on Facebook. They couldn't make it today, but they are watching, and so wanted to say that they are participating. But no, thank you so much, Miss Elizabeth. That was excellent. I really appreciate that. Thank you for doing the Q&A at the end, as always. I love that part. And I'm sorry I was scarce today. I had other vocal lessons going on. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. We look forward to seeing everybody in the next class coming up tomorrow, which is going to be Mr. Alex piano class at noon. But outside of that, Miss Elizabeth, you can go ahead and stop the recording so we can make sure we get that to people, and then stop Facebook. And